investor. My name is Brian Strain and I'm going to show you how to find trades super fast and super easy using our odds online software. There are many paths to success in finding trades in our software tools. So let's explore a situation where you already have a stock and a forecast or a strategy. In this video, I'm going to show you a path to turn your stock idea into an option strategy fast and easy. With 20 years of experience in the field, you tend to find a few favorite stocks. A stock that I like is Activision. I'm not always bullish on Activision, but I have been lately, and let's say I am right now. If I go to the strategy tile, I will find the odds online forecaster. Let's pretend that I don't have a prediction for the size of the move. So first I click the up big tile. On the right I will see strategies appropriate for my forecast. Since I didn't have a forecast for the size of the move, I can choose both of the bullish tiles. When I click on the up small tile, I get 5 more bullish strategies to choose from. We have buy call, caller, call debit spread, put credit spread, covered call, and short put. I'm going to use the simplest bullish strategy in this case. So I will select the buy call icon. By default, Odds Online will remember the last thing I used in this feature to sift through. But using the list selection, since I already have a stock in mind, I'm going to go to the bottom of this list and select Other. It even has a symbol in here from the last time I used it. I'm going to click on the other ticker symbol and I'm going to type in the symbol for Activision, which is ATVI, and hit enter. And that brings up my list. There's some other features here that we can look at that will let us zero in on the options that we want. So first I want to click on display so I can see the data available to me in this report. I want to make sure that percent to double and price to double are shown in the list, because those are the features that are most important to me to be able to see. And they're there. The next thing that we can set is OTM or ITM, and this stands for in the money or out of the money. You can set it to either one or the other. I'm going to do both because I want to see both. The next thing we have is the filter, and this is going to really let you zoom in on what you want to see, especially when you're searching not on just one individual stock but in a list. You can filter on the stock price, the days to expiration. In this case, the stock price doesn't mean anything to me because I already know the stock I want to do. But the days to expiration, I'm just going to select 30 days to wide open. Okay? Now the net debit, I'm going to make it go down here a little bit more. I want a net debit that's going to be under $5. So there we go. And my break-even percent, my probability, and my percent to double, I'm going to leave wide open there as well. The last column, it tells Odds Online what my priorities are. And in this case, I want to see 5 trades for this individual stock. I want to look at 5 different call options in this stock. The sort direction and selection priority actually work hand in hand. Sort direction is going to say whether I want the smallest or greatest value for this selection priority. So in this case, I want to see the smallest percent to double. That means I want to see the trades that are going to get me to double my money in the smallest stock movement. So I'm going to click on that. And now I've got my 5 trades here that have the smallest percent to double. And you can see here, I can sort on my columns over here, and they already came out sorted in order by the smallest percent to double. And I've got 2 different options in this case that have the exact same percent to double. So the stock is only going to have to move 7.84% up for me to double my money on my option. So when I have 2 that have the exact same, then I would look to the one with the smallest break-even percent for the trade that I want to look at. So in this case, it's the second one right here. And if I look over here, I can see the asking price of the option. And I notice that The asking price of this option is a little more expensive than the other one that has the same percent to double, but it has a smaller break-even percent. I think that the more valuable trade would be the one with the smaller break-even point. So I can click over here on Analyze, and there's my call trade. I have unlimited profit potential, limited risk. I get to see my Greeks right here, my probability, my net debit, and if I like it, I can click Save Trade, and that will save it to the Me section, which we'll go over in a second. But before I do that, I want to actually go over here and look at the other trade that has the same percent to double. And I like this one too. I think I need to look at these side by side to make a better comparison. So I'm going to click Save Trade on this one as well. And now I can go down to the Me section and go to ATVI. I have 2 trades saved. And I can click on this icon up here to compare both side by side. So you can see that there's not much difference between these 2 trades. One's got a net debit of $2.80. The other one has a net debit of $2.55. There's not much difference there. But this one down here has a probability of profit that's just slightly higher than the probability of profit on the other one. They both have 36 calendar days and 26 trading days. This one has a slightly higher delta, if you know what delta is and how that works. Delta is one of the Greeks that tells us what to expect if the stock moves up $1, what happens to our option. And so this one has a delta of 53 and this one has a delta of 50. So that being said, comparing these side by side, and I kind of already knew this because I've had years of experience, but I would prefer to take the one that costs a little bit more but has a higher probability. So I can go over here and delete this one and save this one. I'll leave it in my saved trades so that I can analyze the trade at a later date. And when I click on this at a later date, I can click right here to get the historical performance of the trade. And if you want to see what that looks like, I can go down here to Garmin, because this is a trade I did a while ago, and you can see this one went against me for a little while and then started coming back here at the end. So it's in profitable territory now. And that's it. So I've got my trade and everything's there. So now I'm going to go back. Okay. So I took a little while to explain what I was doing. I want you to see how fast I can get there when I know what I'm doing and I'm familiar with the software. Ready, set, go. And we're done. Just like that. It doesn't even take minutes, it's seconds to get to your best trade. So that's it. Odds Online is super fast, super easy, and super powerful. Be sure to check out our other videos as well. We'll see you later.